Good morning, Nina and Aaron. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our broadcast. Today I'm going to present highlights of a very important battle in our history, known as the Battle of Bunker Hill, that despite the name, did not take place at Bunker Hill. It actually took place at another location called Breed's Hill. The battle at Bunker Hill occurred on June 17, 1775. It was a loss for the Americans, but it definitely showed that they could put on a fight, making it a remarkable event in American history. As said, George Washington had just been elected Commander-in-Chief of the Revolutionary Army. The Patriots were in control of all the hills surrounding Boston. It was then that General Washington received news from a spy that the British Army intended to attack Bunker Hill within the week. You can imagine how disturbing this news must have been to a new general. But good old George, he knew what to do. He sent an army of men over to Breed's Hill, which was closer to Boston. He ordered them to dig out trenches and set up forts to defend what was theirs. On the morning of June 17, 1775, the British General Howe woke with all his ships perfectly positioned on the water. He prepared his troops, and they began to trudge up Bunker Hill. When there was not a person in sight on Bunker Hill, so they proceed to Breed's Hill. "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes," the American colonel said. When the British were close enough, the command was shouted and the bullets flew. British soldiers dropped like ants being sprayed with bug repellent, but they would not give up. After the first battalion, another came. Once again, the Patriots did not fire until they were close enough to see the whites of their eyes, and the British fell again. But upon the 3rd Battalion, the Americans were out of ammunition. They were forced to fight with only their bayonets. The British, having received more training, annihilated them. The Americans were forced to retreat and give up the land to the British. By the end of the battle, there were estimated to be 1,154 British casualties and 441 American casualties. As a result, the Battle of Bunker Hill, which really took place at Breed's Hill, is often reported as an American victory, when in fact, it was a defeat.